Hello and welcome to our little segment on anxiety and sport. My name's Susan Skinmaker and this is Char. Char, I understand that you compete in CrossFit, is that right? Yep. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about CrossFit for those who don't know?
So CrossFit, like high intensity functional movement, it's constantly varied. It's a little combination of gymnastic movements, metabolic routines, weightlifting.
Okay. And what is the typical competition look like? 'Cause it's not like basketball where you have to do all
No, yeah, it's a little competition. Usually will be in three parts. So it's usually a first workout, a floater, and then a second workout. And then there's a certain period, like a certain amount of rest time in between each segment.
And what would you say? Oh, we came here today because we were talking about those different psychological things that happen in your mind, and you had brought up a concern that you struggle a little bit with anxiety before competition. Okay, and how long before the competition would you say that the anxiety starts?
So the first initial anxiety happens when I initially sign up for the competition. When you first register for it and pay for it, I get a little bit anxious. Then it kind of goes away in terms of excitement. But once it starts getting close to the competition. In that like last week, like deload week before the competition, that's when my anxiety really picks up.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I'm going to take you through this little PowerPoint that I created just to get you familiar with anxiety and then different ways that maybe we can help you so that for the next competition you won't feel as anxious. Okay, so we're going to start with the definition. Well, anxiety, first of all, is an emotion. It's something that you feel different than stress and arousal and other things that people talk about. And it's a negative emotion that is triggered by feelings of nervousness, stress, apprehension. And there's two types. There's cognitive and somatic. And cognitive is the negative thoughts about the performance, the negative elements that you're feeling and experiencing, and the thought of possibly fail. The somatic type is indicators such as increased heart rate, blood pressure. It's just like the biological part, like how your body's going to react to the stress and anxiety. Yeah, okay. It wasn't good because you're like holding barbells and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to talk about trait anxiety because that correlates with what you're feeling. And this is a predisposition to perceive certain environmental situations as threatening and to respond to these situations with increased state anxiety. So it's different from state anxiety. And actually, yeah, it's different from state anxiety because that's when there's an immediate reaction to a situation. So it's like you do something and then you're scared, or then you have different stress. But you have like this competition coming up and you have stress and anxiety. So then stems off from trait anxiety, there's actually something called competitive trait anxiety, which is directly related to competition. So I had Shar fill out a survey before she came to measure her initial trait anxiety. And so she filled out, there's 10 questions. And for each question, she gave a 1, a 2, or a 3, which is for rarely, sometimes, or often, how often she feels these things. So for example, the first question is, before I compete, I feel uneasy. And she would put a 1, 2, or 3 for that, for all 10. And her final score was 27. And the scale for this exercise is anything lower than 17 is low anxiety, anything between 17 and 24 is average, and anything above 24 is high. So Shar, you have high anxiety. Did you know that before you took this? But some people don't. Some people don't realize anxiety.
I feel like with some of those questions I get asked before I compete, I know if my heart rate is faster, I feel relaxed, etc. And I feel like I knew those characteristics, like I had them, but I didn't necessarily want to label it as anxiety.
Okay, I see. So actually putting it all together. Okay, and some causes to having anxiety before competition is your personality. So this is what kind of this test is for, showing that you kind of are a high anxiety. This isn't bad, but it's good to recognize it so that you can kind of work through it. Also, some things that can cause high anxiety or beliefs and attitudes related to success. So if you go into a competition with a really bad attitude or about it, your success is probably going to be lower, as well as your experience level. So putting time and effort and practice into it is going to help your confidence and anxiety levels as well. Your belief in coping skills and then concerns about social evaluation, which CrossFit has. So that's judges that are evaluating, right?
They have judges and then your whole gym is basically there watching you.
Okay, to add to it.
Possibly failing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is what we wanted to get to, is how can I help you bring your anxiety level down in the competition? And according to the Peak Performance Journal, Dr. David Joyce talks about, he has several different complexities that we can go through, and we're going to go through one after this, but he talks about establishing the winning feeling, and it's basically just getting into a state of mind of positive thoughts and kind of a little bit of imagery, because we're not going to go into detail with today, but just recognizing it and the feelings associated with it, and basically he says that to think carefully about the last time that you were performing at the top of the game, the best you ever done in a competition. How did you feel about that? And you would list all the different things associated with that, and then pick like 8 key ones. If there's 8, you could probably pick 5 or however many you think are important. And so every time that you have a competition after that, just focus on those words because you have done it before, and to kind of link that to this certain competition so that you have a better competition. Okay, the technique that I want to take you through, he calls it the 5-step technique, but other people have called it mental relaxation, things like that. But is it okay to go through it right now? Sure. Is it a good idea? Okay, so you're going to start with closing your eyes. And you guys, if you want to do this, you can do it standing, lying down, or sitting. When you're performing this technique, you're going to be inhaling slowly and deeply through your nose, and then letting it out through your mouth. Kind of like an even, slow breath. Okay. So close your nose for your first breath. Take a deep breath, and allow your face and neck to relax as you breathe out. For your second breath, breathe in and allow your shoulders and arms to relax as you breathe out. For your third breath, breathe in and allow your chest, stomach, and back to relax as you breathe out. For your fourth breath, breathe in and allow your legs and feet to relax as you breathe out. And lastly, for your fifth breath, breathe in and focus on your whole body to relax as you breathe out. And you can continue breathing in and out deeply for as long as you need to, all the while repeating the words relax. You can do this as long as you want. You feel a little bit more relaxed at home. You can do this a couple days before the competition, however often you need to, but for sure before the competition, so you go in and ready to win with that winning attitude. I hope this was helpful for you, and that maybe for the next competition you can try it out. See if it works. So that concludes our little segment on anxiety and sport, and I hope these exercises can help you as well.